This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Third and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense.
Yeah,
and
right.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fucking right,
well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Mexico City.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does.
Cover.
Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers.
Oh my God, are you going to just
get to the quarterback? And oftentimes you can bypass.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
Jordan Reed.
You just drafted him. He's a rookie, isn't he?
The new season. And his guys have
Is that rookie tight end from fucking Florida?
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will be.
83 speed and he was running away from my dude like that? 83 fucking speed? Get the fuck out of here.
Get at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
83 speed.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that.
Jarvis Landry, he's at the 50, he's at the 30, 20, 10, and touchdown! Jarvis Landry, 77 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he finds the tight end, Reed. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
An 8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this will be incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 26. A gain of 12. And a Portland first down.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah. I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watson now, from the gun on third down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know the defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Nice move at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink. You can give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And all the way down to the 42. A big play there. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down, Portland.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 37-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On the slant, complete to Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Complete to Jared Cook. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Out of the gun now on third down. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Bud Dupree. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Switch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I don't know why he threw it there. Out of all the places to fucking throw it.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
I was outside the pocket.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. 58.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry.
What the
And he's
fuck?
intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And Cook has it left side. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Good. 4.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Back now in Mexico City. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Touchdown! Robert Foster, 64 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's 22 more yards there and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and
3.
At the 3-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Lumberjacks.
Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The pass.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
No gain on the play there.
That's
Second
a
down.
fucking safety if I ever saw one.
Gain on the play. Second and 10.
They give you this game, Chris. Wait till the playoffs, bro.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.
Oh, you know how you
The amount
got
of
back
points
to
that
intercept
they
that
did.
last one.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't
Landry
help
is
but feel
wide
great
open.
about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for
Justin
Portland,
Fields is good
it's an
there.
ideal start as
He's
they
still
move
got
to
more
3-0
touchdowns than he's
now
got
on the
interceptions
young
over the
season.
season.
And now it's off to the airport for a date
might
with
be
Customs
tied.
and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile,
tied
for the home
11-11.
team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as he'll...
No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the witness of ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights, not.